Hypercast X. There we go. Can you hear me? Hypercast X. There we go. Okay. So that's that one. Let me verify all of the Hypercast X's are actually... it sounds like the Hyper X cast is receiving. Let's go. Let's try here. Let's go. Let's try here. Awesome. Awesome. And testing out chat. There we go. Just to verify it's working. Oh, because it has been a long week. Alrighty. So, we are officially live, and welcome everybody to another episode of my crazy life that I call Swamp Dog Games, where we play a few games, have a little fun, and relax, and wait for Crow to show up before telling all the awesome stories that happened this week. So, I've got a couple weird ones. First off, I did not know that there was such a thing as Seagull Celebrity. There is, over in my neck of the woods, in one of the shopping plazas where all the seagulls hang out in wintertime, there's a one-legged seagull there that's missing his right leg. Technically, I guess more missing his right foot. So he hops around between flying around. And he's become somewhat of a celebrity because I can make reference to him and everybody knows the exact seagull I'm talking about. So we have a seagull celebrity in my neck of the woods. I was nearly mugged this week. I have a discount Buddha to talk about this week. And we have the... what do you call it? Oh yeah, I was playing Rune... whatever. And of course I put it under like a pile of stuff. So, be right back. 30 seconds. So, oops. There we are. We are live. We are live. Live, I tell you. Live! It's alive! And I actually need to get this camera set up because I forgot to bring it down so it will actually show you what I am playing today. Hang on. As I'm now worried about another camera of mine falling off in something stupid. Yep. Okay, we activate that. Because, yeah, that's still going. Resolution, custom. Okay. Okay. It's blue, showing me that it's identifying that power is getting to the device as I pull on my top-down cam. My top-down cam, yeah! Oh, I put it in this mode. So, if I do this... that's the RPG recording, so that's not actually recording, but this one is. So... okay, I don't want that. I want the video capture. Where's my element? No, the webcam is on top. This is the... which is the small... this is what I want on top. Display capture. Okay, so get that back there. Display capture. This goes to the top. Awesome. There we go. So now we have the camera stream, though this is my desktop, but and we can then play RuneQuest solo today as we get it started. So last week, if you were around for that mess, discovered that fumes is apparently where hunters of ye old England stick various animal shit in their hunting horns. It's part of the tracking, I guess, superstition about finding the beast. And I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with you people? I mean, what is it? I don't remember if this is just the rumor or if this was a joke, but the fact that they had to use tea because their water was so shitty, and it's because, oh, all you assholes are putting shit in your hunting horns that you're blowing on? How can you tell that the water is tasting any crappier? But that was the other game from Chaosium, Pendragon, and today we're going to be doing the Rune Quest game. Oh, one of those bizarre learning experiences. So, but we're going to see, the last one had a decent, story-wise, nothing I'm going to write home about. But for the limited playthrough that I did, which granted was highly abbreviated because of the circumstances, it actually, I thought, was a very efficient way of explaining the gameplay mechanics. After playing that solo adventure, while I am not confident enough yet to enjoyably run a game of Pendragon, I have enough understanding of it that looking through the book, I can have the conceptual view of how an adventure is created, how it is played, and even though I'd have to still keep referencing the damn thing constantly, I believe that I understand it enough that I could, actually run a game of it. So I'm hoping that same follow-through will be true with RuneQuest, since I believe it's the same design team that is responsible for it, and hopefully they take the same care with it that they do with did with the other one. So this is the solo quest. Now, the disadvantage, though, this system is significantly more complicated by comparison. While playing that, while I still would need more for, like, how initiative, or, not initiative, more advanced combat information available, I think. I understand the game enough. This one is significantly more complicated, and I honestly don't remember, and this is the system that Call of Cthulhu is built on top of as well. I don't remember Call of Cthulhu being this crazy, so I don't know why it's just me. I don't know if it's just because of edition issues, they just cleaned it up and simplified it so much for that, or the game master I was playing with just did such a really good job in taking care of all the math for us that I didn't feel like I was getting bogged down with it the same way that I am today, or what with this thing. But like, I tried reading the rules and it's like, this is not as intuitive as I remember what he calls it, the other game being, with it just roll under and that was it. Some of the ways that this handles with the combat system is like, so getting out one of the pre-gen. I don't want Greeks on horses. That's never a good sign. Even though I know this isn't Greeks technically, it is Greco-Roman adjacent. So I'm getting probably the fighter for the pre-gen, though this might have a special pre-gen adventure system in place, just for my convenience. Looking at the stats off of that, I think it's going to be significantly easier. Okay, so got all of this as we get started with the game. And then when Crow gets here, we'll take a brief break And let me make sure that he's got the right thing, because of course now that I'm on this streaming channel instead of the main channel, because YouTube is infinitely stupid with how they penalize channels and with their algorithm crap. Oh, and then I gotta tell them about what went wrong with Facebook. So I've been, god damn it, having some really bad problems with Facebook. I've always hated Facebook. Just everybody was like, "Oh, you got to be on Facebook." I remember when it was you only available for college students, like that era of it, and I didn't like it then because I hated being forced onto that system. Now, I was not a fan of MySpace, but at least I didn't feel like MySpace, even back then, was as obnoxious as Facebook was. But, oh man, it is so terrible, Facebook in its modern incarnation, and I hate having anything to do with it. Let's see here. I pull this, I do that. Okay, so we got the streaming. I gotta move my keyboard out of the way. Oh, breaking anything. Hopefully, at least this time, it's out of the way of the camera. So I think this is enough. Let me get the books. Here, these are the quick reference thingies. I'd love to know more about this world setting, since it is sort of like a fake Greece, but... or at least visually a fake Greece. I think there was an MMORPG along these lines. As a, not, of course, a Glorantha, but... maybe I'm incorrect. I think Joff Strife Hayes did a video on something that visually looked kind of similar, but maybe it was Rome, but in the future, or something like that. Alrighty. So, I've had enough trouble trying to learn this system, so we're about to see how this book plays. So, you are Vasana, daughter Farnan. Okay. So they give me... is she one of the ones in the quick start? Okay, so actually, unlike the other one, which has you go through like a stupid character creation, this one I think does the superior mode and just like, hey, grab one of these pre-gens from the box. Okay, so though it's frustrating because I gotta go back into the box now, this is a much smarter move of just saying, hey, reference this sheet from the box for the purposes of this intro adventure, so you can get an idea how it works, not having to mess with the character creation garbage. Okay, so oops, is this her? Okay, so this. These are back and forth, but the rest of this. Okay. So, we are in a better state this time, as we have a proper character sheet that they're not going to play games with. Thank you so much for that. Alrighty. And now, off to our adventure, you know. Alrighty. So, this is our character. So, we start off... I've got to mess with this to figure out why the power don't work anymore on this thing. I'll mess with that later. Crap. I should have done that this week sometime. I work like 70 plus hours a week, and I keep forgetting there's things I have to do in the interim to actually work for the podcast. Alright, so the Battle of Daggerford is a solo adventure for Runecrest, role-playing in Glorantha. It is a story of mythic adventure in Glorantha. Greg Stafford's epic fantasy setting is designed to lead you through the basics. Navigate, follow a thread of linking text. Okay, we understand that. You take on the role of Vasana, daughter of Farnan, this hero, warrior, leader. Okay, so big deal. Sided with some dude, leader of a rebellion against the Lunar Empire. It is good day, movement week, Earth season. I hear good day, movement week, Earth season, and my mind goes right back to those damn fumes from last week. I don't know why. Just after those fumes, I think movement day, is that the day where everybody just takes a time? Our movement week. So this is recognition of our movement. Green. Being a child, I recognize that. Oh boy, this is tough. I'm sorry. That is tough. I'm like regressed to like 5. Age 5 now suddenly. Okay. So dude that we've sided with is about to lead the dudette. The passage of water towards the creek. Sides are evenly matched with a single stone and even a single stone could shift the scales. Change the fate of Dragon Pass. Okay. First read the primer, introductions. Okay. So, looks similar to what we did. Glorantha's a mythological bronze setting. World where gods influence every detail of life. Please insert here the Hercules theme. Setting of the RPG. Glorantha is made up and guided by called runes. It's ruled by runes. So is this are we gonna have to worry about Rise of the Rune Lords from Glorian? Joined by elves, dwarves, trolls, and many more recognizable creatures. Live in a Bronze Age, where walled cities and sophisticated architectural systems are few and far between. Endlessly, elves are plants. So, now I'm just thinking all elves are grouped now. Humanoid I'm sorry, what? I'm having to reread this so I actually making sure that my eyes are reading this correctly, because I know I'm tired. I've been working 70 plus hours this week. I have nearly fallen asleep at my desk more than once, and nearly missed this live stream tonight because of falling asleep while napping. So I'm wanting to make sure that I am reading this absolutely correctly. So alongside these different perspectives on well-known tropes are, humanoid, death-worshipping ducks, rhino riding nomads, and 1,000 other secrets, waiting for you to explore. Why are the death-worshipping ducks? Like, am I going to have to worry about Darkwing Duck now in this setting? Like, what? Great. So, Darkwing Duck is going to come out of here. Instead of, like, eat gas, it's now going to be eat death or something. What's that one that just came out recently that also's got ducks? The mallards, from Free League. Is it Dragonborn Dragonbane? I think maybe Dragonbane. That's got mallards. Okay, I can take that. But why does it have to be death-worshipping ducks? Like, why? Though it does make you think, like, what is it with the love of anthropomorphic ducks? Because when I'm now thinking about it, so we've got Darkwing Duck, which was a spin-off of DuckTales, which was a spin-off of Daffy Duck. Then there's the Mighty Ducks. That was a thing. I remember the talking duck in Bucky O'Hare, Deadeye. What else was there? So we had Mighty Ducks, both the movie and then the cartoon. We had that. Where was more anthropomorphic duck? Daffy Duck. In a different setting, but, well, he still counts for the purposes of this discussion. But yeah, there's like... I'll have to save it for when Crow gets here. I'm like trying to think of all the anthropomorphic ducks shows that were out there. Those DuckTales. Woo! Wow. I'm like wondering what was the fascination with ducks during this period. Okay. So we're going to get our magic ready and the spear, because I guess we're going to go fight the death-worshipping ducks. Hopefully we don't have to worry about their... Please, God, don't involve their fumes in this. Santa, daughter of Fernan, you are a loyal... Sarderate, the master... Battle worshipper of... Oh, brother. Vinga, aspect of the god Orlanth. The full biography is there. The only thing you need to know. Just warrior skilled with a sword while riding her bison. Okay. The battle bison, huh? Okay. Now, the one downside to this is the other one with the morality, or not morality, motivation system, I think would be a better way to call it. The knight versus knave morality check system, or motivation check system, really lended itself well to a choose your own adventure. I'm going to be more hesitant looking to see how this does it. So, during the battle, okay, hit locations, even instant death. Hit points are reduced to 1 or 2. Unconscious. Limbs are reduced to 0. It is compromised, can be dropped. Total points equals 0. Dead, healthy. 20. Okay. Battle results. Total. Okay. So. Aha. This already is better in the fact that 1 and 2, there's actually logic in it being split this time, because 1 does not necessarily go into 2, unlike last week's adventure. So, as we start, until recently, we lived under the boot of the Lunar Empire. I mean, what's wrong with the moon? I also say that having just finally finished Season 5 of The Magicians and been like, Not trying to think of how much trouble does the moon get one into these days. Damn lunatics. A very bizarre show. Like, it's like, how depressing can we make any scene? Is the Magicians in a nutshell. They have the very demented minds where they take their characters and just like, how depressing and how can we take this? Anyway. So the farm suffered under the lunar occupation. Each year, he would go forth and foment rebellion. He returned, or he did not return one year. Apparently, he went out for cigarettes, but more than likely was killed by the Crimson Bat. The Crimson Bat annihilated your father's soul. Ooh. Random aside, but one of the Marines I worked with when active duty, he was West Coast, so he did Pendleton. And Pendleton, they've got San Diego, but they do a lot of their training on Pendleton. They've got a lot of hills, and there's a really bad one that they use as part of their Crucible. I was East Coast, so I did Paris Island, and he was talking about on that final ruck march, there was a guy of Pacific Islander descent, and he spoke fluently the native language from whichever tribe that he was part of, and would occasionally the DIs would have him recite things in his native tongue just because it sounded creepier. And they had told him once to say that when you travel this mountain, it is going to kill you physically and mentally to go up this mountain. And then he recited it, and they said, what was the translation? He said, they don't have the word for kill you in that same connotation that the DIs meant. So he said that the mountain would devour their souls hiking up this thing on that 10-mile ruck march. And just hearing this Crimson Bat made me instantly think of that story. But we are upset because this Crimson Bat ended up devouring the soul of the father, so now the father cannot go to the afterlife, so now you are fully invested in the rebellion. We are near the creek's only landmass. We're, I guess, going to be meeting up with the warriors. Apparently, we're walking into a set of tents. And ramshackle reed huts made by the ducks of the upland marsh. What is it with these ducks? Everything is ducks from this area. Why is it everything is ducks? Alrighty, so let's make a roll against your. Okay, so we're traversing in it. We know the two sides are there. They know at any time it could kick off. So we're effectively recreating the beginning of the TV show Sharp between the British and the French, as I now have to roll to see actually who these people are that I'm about to run into. I know how to roll. 2d10. Okay, so tens and the thingies, and I'm rolling under, right? You rolled higher than your scan, you failed the roll. The further degrees is... Okay, so this does have quality of success and quality of failure in it. For this, though, it says it's 50%. So, wait a minute. So that's 9. Then, so yeah, because that would be 00 is 100. 001 would be 1. Okay, yeah, so I've rolled a 9. So if you, because I roll under the 50%, yes. So if you pass the scan, go on to 2. Okay. So, the soldiers of the Lunar Army clog the shores. We realize that they've already set up camp and are ready to start some shit. Improve all the skills. You succeed. Okay. Lunars have more soldiers and better organization, but you fight with the fury of the gods. Orlanth the Stormlord whistles the names of your champions as he skips along the water. I have no clue any of the mythology of this, so this is making no sense to me, any of these statements here. And Macht, the god of death, sits beside every Setter warrior as they whet their blades and don their armor. You walk between your champions, dodging campfires. All of my people are ready to go to war. We are a member of the cavalry. Somehow I feel like the bison is one of the less reliable cavalry animals out there. We know that it's about to kick off. We're just waiting for it. So on this shore is the lunar guy. On this shore is the lunar guys, because they're all set up in Roman military fashion. On our side, we are this effectively, I'm thinking like the Gaelic warriors. Though please God, make sure everybody keeps their pants on. Sorry, no, it wasn't the Gaelic warriors that didn't keep their pants on. It was the Germanic warriors, I want to say. Man, I'm trying to, losing my history here. Okay, and as we prep for battle, we have the chance to pay our respects to the ancestors, meet with our local warriors, tend to the bison mount, ford the river and scout the enemy camp, or head to the battlefield early and ready yourself to go. I feel like we are better off just praying to the gods, because that will help a lot maintaining their favor. 33. The gods are all important. There's a Pantheon that... Alright, I'm choking on my own phlegm here. And every living creature is connected with them. They are the source of all strength and weakness. Glorantha, they hold both the world together and create all the conflicts within it. Some gods are worshipped as patrons of tribes and clans, others personal deities and guardian spirits. Though most people are dedicated to a single deity, all the gods are acknowledged and worshipped when appropriate. We worship, it looks like, Thor. To the female aspect, called Vinga. Oh God, don't tell me this is... spoilers here if you haven't played Elden Ring, but don't tell me this is shoot, what's his name is Marika. You know what I'm talking about. God damn it. It's been almost. Wow, it has probably been close to a year since I actually got to play Elden Ring now, and I'm trying to think who is Marika now. The dude that's Marika, and I'm like thinking of that. Uh, um, prayed to her, head toward the makeshift temple on the edge of the island. And you join the procession of worshippers. Each one is ready for us to worship. Go to 35, so we're worshiping the deity in this case, jostled by a Praxian Stormbull cultist. Strength, I feel like we're better off with our patron guide here. So 36, we're gonna worship then Orlanth, the storm god. Never hurts to worship Thor here, especially as it gets closer to Valhalla. If you like a good music video, I highly recommend it. Hallelujah! Collection of terracotta statues. Okay. There's portable. He's the foundation of the cosmic order. He's the king of the gods by right and deeds. He maintains the world. And he murdered Yelm, who plunged the world into darkness, and leader of the Lightbringers, who revived the world. He is god of heroes. He destroys not to end the world, but to make way for the new. Must make the world what it is through his deeds. Okay, we are going to worship the storm god then. 37. Kneel before the cult image. So we see the storm clouds, and everybody just starts dancing as we get a party, man. Get the party going with all the worshiping of the Storm Lord and stuff. Is going to be our pathway for this evening, then. Well, Crow is probably asleep and not joining us, so yay! We'll get to save my mugging story and the rest for another week then, apparently. Make a worship check. Okay, worship check. Awesome. Let's have the multiple sub skills. So, we've got cult lore. Okay, where is worship? I see battle, I see lore, I see customs. Worship, okay. Ugh. Now, the third... Ugh. Hang on. Ugh. So on this character sheet, we have magic plus 10, and then worship or length is 35. Does that plus 10 get added to the 35, or is that already included in here? Ugh, I'm worried now. This can end poorly. Yep, 42. One of those, because if I do add the plus 10, it would pass, but if I don't, then we would fail. Shit. Yeah, but is that there already, or... Okay. So, according to this, we have then adds plus 10 to worship, and we have magic that's plus 10. So is that all added on top of that, in which case that's actually 55? Hang on, rules check. I'll be right back. You like that prick, just go like, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. Rules. Okay, so skills 12. So, skills. Have already been added into the skill totals where listed. Each has a value such as agility. Okay. Shoot. So, failed the worship. So, in this case, they've already been added in, according to this. So, nuts! We have failed! And this is where I get cursed for a battle. Well, I get like a -2. There's something important. 39. Okay, we go to 48. It's time to go. You hear a soft word. You glance up, spot the High Priestess. Okay, and we just go on our way as we then head back to 32. Sound like Dorf. 32. Okay. So now we can go to the options, go to 50. So we paid respects to our ancestors and to the gods. Meet the leader, so we do that. So as soon as we do this, the next time we go to 50. So 5. Okay, we head to Satellite Camp. We're meeting up with the leader. Or completion of a sacred hero quest. Do we need to then have the discussion why Hero Quest is the greatest game ever made? Apparently, she's completed a sacred version of it, no less. Okay. So earned her powers from the Pole Star. For a moment, I thought North Pole, and I'm like, please, no Santa flying into this mess. The Sky Dome. This gift marked her permanently with the nickname Starbrow. Yeesh. She's been fighting over a dozen years. Only critical visitors. So we multiply a charisma by, which is 19 by 5, which the result is 95. So it would be very difficult to fail this roll. $82. Whew. Thank God. We go to 6. We meet with the person. We go to have to check our reputation to see if she recognizes us. So, reputation. Oh, reputation, 20%. Oh, no one knows who the hell we are. Ouch. This is gonna suck. Yeah, 56. Ouch! To 11. Okay, they discuss the battle plans. Okay, so we have the chance to notice a flaw in the plans. Yeah. I think we will ask questions. Though it's like, oh yeah, we just barge into the leader's camp, go, I think there's a problem with your battle plan. Yeah, this will end well. Okay, 40, which is below, so we're telling them that we see the problem. Oh, so there isn't a flaw with the thing. We just didn't notice that there were miniature figures they're heading off. Of which, I admit, having played enough war games, you will forget units are in play sometimes because of that. So we're fainting the cavalry, and then when the lunar cavalry charges, wipe their ass out. Napoleon would be proud. Go to 32. I think we were already here, so... Yep, we've attempted 2 of them below, so now we go to 50. As the battle cry charges forth... No, not the battle cry doesn't charge forth. As the battle cry sounds and we get ready to charge forth to victory! We join the ranks of warriors pushing towards the banks of Dagger Island. We sit around restlessly as we get ready to charge. Okay. Okay, so we get to check our battle to see if we're going to get like a bonus to the battle phase. This is a little bit less intuitive, personally. 77, no. We do not increase our battle stance, so on to 52. Battle begins with the exchange of ranged weapon attacks and magic. What? Well, it begins with the exchange of ranged weapons. And okay, I understand the tradition, but the idea of artillery is not to just exchange it and then be like, oops, that's the end of the fighting for the day. The artillery is to help cover the advance and to soften the enemy up for the heavier infantry to attack. Like, you don't just fire off a few shells and that's it. So things fly back and forth as we charge into the fray. Actions, if you wish. Loyalty. So inspiration, then get a combat bonus at 86, which we fail our passion. So apparently we're so passionate we don't have any passion at all. And we go to 55. Drawn from quivers. Here's one of them, and oh. Okay, so you can take a pretty nasty penalty then under this system then. Ouch. Negative 20 against the skill. Ugh. Yeah, it was the lunar horn sound the final time, and the infantry begins striding forward. We shout for Rome. So, have it and then negative 20 on her bow skill. I'm screwed. Where's bow skill? Bow skill. Dance, speak, sing. Where's attacks? Oh, so 45. So Rounding down, that takes us to 22. And then having that 11. Or no, we have it for... I can't win then, because if that negative 20... Or no, we reduce first, so that's 45, 45 to 20, 10. Okay, so... I know that would be 25. So 12 is my new score to hit under this system. Okay. Yep, that definitely didn't do it. If you fail, go to 58. And magic missiles come sailing through the air. Is the darkness around for them to target? Okay. 45. And that's a fail. Okay. You stow your bow. Probably a good move. The blades are close, and missiles fly through the air. We're going to mount our bison and charge. Okay, so shield in a nice turn here. And this system is not just a modifier, flat modifier to your dodge or protection or damage absorption. It only actually protects a limited number of sides or target points. In this case, it defends the left shield arm, and we'll probably want to defend the chest then. Or more likely the head. Of course, these will all hit all of these arrows, I'm assuming. Alright, 91. No, the first one did not hit. 2, the second one did hit. And 66. So only one of them hit. Thank God. So we roll 1d20 after determining how many missiles hit. 1. Oh, please, God. Tell me that shield defending my head. Right leg. Nope. I wasn't defending that. So I get it. I took an arrow to the knee. Oh no, special success. So yeah, I did take an arrow to the knee. Ah! And this is okay. So the attack impales. The damage is doubled, dealing 2d8 plus 2 damage points. Finally, each roll of 3 or lower is a critical success. Okay, so we got 18 points that bypasses all armor to the leg. So, how does this work for total versus... Oh, jeez. Okay, because we did roll critical. And according to this, her hit points at 12. So, that armor had better reduce that enough, otherwise I'm in a lot of trouble. Refer to see her armor in each location. So 18 minus 5 is 13. So apparently the arrow was so effective in shattering my knee that it outright killed me. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm apparently dead. She is killed by the attack. Great. My knee was just obliterated, man. Ouch. So 180. So it's nice that unlike D&D, you can die in a solo adventure, apparently. Roll pretty badly, too. Let's see here. We are missed horribly for our death and for how it impacted all of our friends so sorely. You are bound for the Court of Silence. As we step forward into the light, we go up to 181. Okay, so we were about to die, but we might not necessarily. Okay, so when we revive, then we're upset that we're getting revived, so we fight the reviver so we can die because, of course, Valhalla and all that crap. So we now run a combat. So it's too early, apparently, to put away the thing. Okay. So, where is the spirit combat? Okay. So, 45. So, how does this work then? In spirit combat, make an opposed roll using this. Fight with other mind. This doesn't explain the opposed roll mess, though. opposed roll going to work here? There's no statement on that. Is it like when we did the Pendragon that you just roll and then that's considered a tie, or the lesser, the stronger? I'm assuming stronger because in like this case, she's got the 90%. She's going to be the one that has the higher chance of winning. I will say already, I am not as much of a fan of this system because in both cases, that's a question that's coming to mind that was not easily answered in here. There's no index, of course. Why was I going to look for that? Healing. Shoot. How does opposed checks work then? Yeah. That's for dealing with ghosts. That's not what I'm looking for. So is it just we both take the damage then? Oh, here we are. Succeed, but roll the... Okay, roll the same quality of success. Okay, so tie then for this point, since we're not dealing with quality of success, we'll just consider it unresolved. Or no, both parties do spirit damage to the other. Okay, so with that, our person is 45. So I'm assuming we're in the critical range for doing that spirit damage. So that means I max out at 9 plus no reduction on her part. So she's at 5 magic points. Ooh. Please defeat. Oh shit! I've got 25. Damn it. I have a very high likelihood of actually dying here. Okay, so she gets 40. So she succeeds, but she only does 8 against us. Ooh. Well, she's already down to 5. Okay, let's see. Our spirit attack, 39. That's going to be enough to win that one. 1d6 plus 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. Jeez. Yeah, or no, the 3, so, He's got 4 left, but we're reduced to... okay, our next one... Okay, we double it. 9 plus... Either way, as she like does some sort of critical roll. Nope. And she doesn't even do the spirit damage to us. Shit. That is my ass officially dead. No less. Okay. So we go to 83. Or no, 93. Because we are officially dead. You have died and passed on to the overlife. And you've reached the end of the Battle of Daggerford. Unfortunately, our story ended here. Yay! So the battle goes who knows where, but we're dead. Awesome. I'm beginning to see why this was well suited to Call of Cthulhu, because I feel the same level of I've gone insane level BS like Call of Cthulhu invokes. Yeah. Well, the story itself, I think, is more interesting in this case. As a starting adventure, I think mechanically it has a few things, a few issues with it, in just so far as like explaining some of those questions, especially if you come from playing other games. A few of those scenarios of like, okay, ties, how is this actually treated for the purposes of this game? A little bit more in the book rather than having to guesstimate and try to figure out a way through. Would have been a little bit more helpful. But apparently, I am just as successful in this as I am in other RPGs. I mean, usually this is why I play the Game Master, because then if I fail, then it's better for the players. But, hey, at least I didn't murder anybody with silly string this time, which I guess is an improvement. Not much of an improvement, but I guess the little of one. So that was the RuneQuest starting adventure, where you can apparently die very easily. I don't know, maybe it's I've just played too much heroic fantasy lately, this is why I'm a little butthurt with it. It felt like kind of how easy it was to die here compared to some other adventures that I've played. I mean, that is the benefit / fault of 5e, realistically, is that it's designed to facilitate a power fantasy. That epic sort of high adventure power fantasy type of adventure. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I do like D&D, the engine, is that when you do it, it is able to facilitate that type of nice power adventure. It's like sort of like games like Earth Defense Force or the Dynasty Warriors series, where it's just there to let you indulge in your power fantasy as you've got the one mighty hero, that takes on like a crowd of over 1,000. Hang on. This is not sitting well. Ooh. Hang on. Gotta readjust how I'm sitting here as certain things got moved a little too tightly, if you know what I mean. Ow. Hang on. That was a little bit negative there. Adjustment. Oh, but that was the oops. You don't flip on me. Please. Okay. That. Got that. Okay, well, light is there. Okay, so what did you all think as I talk, of course, to no one, because not even Crow can be bothered to show up today, despite asking me repeatedly during the week of like, oh, you're going to stream? You're going to stream? Be like, yep, I'm here. It's 10:11, dude. Oh, just because I could be a jerk. Because I can. Oh well. So that is our current situation. Of minor note, though, while I am here, there is right, that's the display capture. I'm still there. This is the game capture. Now, why is this jacked up? Hang on. Okay. Yeah. Display cap. There we go. Okay. So, one of the settings was wrong. So, what was I doing? Oh. Bundle of Holding has two nice bundles that are for sale for December. One is Shadowrun 3E. I admit I don't know the 3E setting rules, I should say, that well. I'm a fan of Battletech in when it was under FanPro's license, and I've played a lot of Shadowrun 4E, which is the one I'm most familiar with rules-wise, and enjoyed, so there might be some good fun to be had in here. I am a fan of the Shadowrun setting, and though the EFF has pissed me off on a couple things that they've pulled recently. Oh, hey, welcome, Crow. They are one of the original ones fighting for electronic rights online. It's just that they've pissed me off because some of the stances that they've taken on some fights in court for online freedom, I don't think have been the best facilitators of true online freedom, and I don't know if it's just them not understanding the long-term consequences of some of their stupidity, or somebody's gotten inside and allowing them to and forcing them to be sellouts. I don't know. But it's also been a couple of years since that happened, so something may have changed with the EFF, but it was for a while. I was having issues with what they're spending their money on too, but in the past they were pretty good about the championing online digital rights, and hopefully they've gotten back on track to actually doing it properly. That's one bundle. Now, in the case, while Crow, you're here, was you're a PlayStation guy? Wasn't there a PlayStation video game called like Sly Flourish as well? Because you did a lot more PlayStation than I did. I was a Nintendo family. But this bundle also looks pretty good, though I don't know anything about Direct Relief other than this little bit here. Let me see here. Like, it was for, like, PlayStation 2, you played as, like, some bandit raccoon or something. Oh, it was just Sly is the name of it. Okay. Oh, Sly Cooper. Okay. So never mind. Oh, we can also ask you now that you're home too. The question of no, I'm not buying the bundles, but one of my things of being in the RPG space is letting people know when good bundles have arrived, and of which the Shadowrun 3E bundle looks extremely good. Now, I don't have not played 3E. I don't know the system as well as I do 4E, because 4E played with V all the time and ended up having like the full collection for Hero Lab as well, which booed the Hero Lab for going online. Um, but just letting people know that this bundle is pretty good that is out there. And they also have the Sly Flourish bundle, of which I have seen one of the old Return of the Lazy Dungeon Masters that I think is a pretty good series as well. We're also taking a look at if there are any good, or not if there are any good bundles, but there are a couple bundles that are good on here. One of which is the... Oh, no. That must have been an old one that they discontinued. Oh, yeah. The 5th edition Mega Bundle. While not as good as, like, their last 3rd edition, it looks decent enough if you're a 5th edition player. This was the newest bundle that they've offered, the Solo RPG Library. I'm not into this enough to actually buy these things because, in my opinion, if I'm going to get a solo RPG engine, I'd like something a little bit more agnostic. These system setting ones, I'm a little bit hesitant to try. These, I'm just not that inclined. Like, I've got the book, the Mythic Game Master Emulator, 2nd edition, that I want to try sometime for this channel, but I'm not going to be buying this. What is interesting, though, is just that if you do want a solo engine game, they've got most of the major games out here. I mean, you've got Forged in the Dark. This is used by Blades in the Dark. You've got Old School Essential solo play. You've got Stars Without Numbers solo adventure. You have one here that's OSR solo focused. You've got Ben Milton's Maze Rats and Knave for solo players. This one, I'm not sure what this belongs to. The Mothership, of course, is here. Fate that you have. Never done Dungeon World. The Progressive Auto Insurance, yeah. DCC engine, of course, here. I'm assuming this is aimed at an alternative for. No, this is OSR. Never mind what I was about to say. But you do have then hack solos for Black Hack, 13th Age solo engine. I'm okay. Yeah, this is for Castles and Crusade solo engine. Something called Solo Core. Oh, for Modifia. Oh, this is actually better. Normally they jack up who the publisher is, and so I don't pay attention to the in blue, but here it actually tells you for what system they are. Okay, so this does have for Traveler and the Cepheus system. Okay, Fate, Dungeon World. I'm not familiar with Dungeon World. DCC I am, GURPS I am. Okay, Delta Green, that's what this thing is for. Eldritch Tales I'm not familiar with. Icons I'm not sure if I'm familiar with. Worlds Without Number for any sci-fi. Darkstalker. Darkstalker 2. Is that your first name or your last name? If you know what I'm referencing. Okay, these I'm not familiar. Well, okay, Morkborg I'm familiar with. Lancers I'm familiar with. This one I'm not familiar with. D20 Modern. Oh, I missed that engine. 3 Deep Second Edition Easier Solo Game Journals. Okay, I don't know about these. But yeah, I don't have the time, energy, or money to be dealing with any of these bundles. But just highlighting that right now, they look like some decent bundles for those who actually need these specific systems. But for now, I'm like, hey, Crow, how is it going today? You returned thus lately to thine RPG adventure. You missed my whole solo play of RuneQuest, where I played so badly the solo adventure, I died from an arrow to the knee and failed my resurrection roll. Oh, what movie did you go see? Then afterwards, I'll regale him with the stories of the discount Buddha, my mugging, and what else happened this week? I had discount Buddha. I had the mugging. Oh, I know what I'm going to announce to him, but I'm not even going to give him a hint. I didn't reference it earlier either. I don't think I highlighted what's coming up, but so we're gonna try that other thing in mind. Um, what was the other? There was one more thing I'm thinking of. Huh? Oh, wait. Is it Taylor Swift concert or that Taylor Swift um half doc half um music video thingy, of which I haven't seen either, nor am I going to be watching either, but like, I honestly haven't kept track of what's in the movies for so long anyway that you could tell me that what's an unlikely film? You could tell me Mars Attacks is coming out again, and okay. And one of the guys at work oh yeah, Facebook. That's why, because work reminded me, because I've been fighting with Facebook on my work account. Um, was talking about watching that, I guess. I'm like, there may have been like one or two songs of hers that I've heard that may have been interesting, but I don't know the like first thing about her music, or any of that. Well, I take that back. One of my favorite music videos has Taylor Swift as a backup dancer. It's so old that she was still breakups. What's breakups? Is that a song of hers, or as I said, going back to what I was originally saying, though, like the only thing I remember about her is that she was a backup dancer in one of my favorite music videos, which is Brad Paisley's Online. Oh, well, that would explain why I think was involved in like some country shit. Because as I said, she was a backup dancer for Brad Paisley in like one video. For online, I'm definitely not going to be able to show the video because I will definitely get copyright struck for doing that one, because that is too new. But yeah. So, yep. Brad Paisley's Online. She features briefly in the backup scene. Yeah, that's her. Where's one where she's facing the camera? Oh yeah. Or at least I should say, I'm pretty sure that that is Taylor Swift as the backup dancer in this music video. But this is like the only thing I've ever seen with her in it that I've been like that I would follow. And I think I still, yeah, I think I actually bought the music video from iTunes back when I'm would have been inclined to actually deal with Apple's garbage. So, yeah. So, but yeah, getting off of Swift, because what did he call her? The fans. What are the fans called? Swifties or something? I don't know. The only other thing I remember is that she got banned in China because her initials TS and her birthday are the same, are also can be used as reference to the Tiananmen Square massacre by the Communist Party. So she got like banned in China for a while. I'm assuming you're referring to my comment about them being called Swifties. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, so going back though, because to the original stories I was going to tell this week. First off is Discount Buddha. And yes, I know I misspelled Buddha in my text to you, Crow, but I am of the opinion that Discount Buddha does not deserve to be spelled correctly because he's such a terrible Discount Buddha. Like, this was the story of this week of the Discount Buddha garbage that I was having to listen to from him. So, I work in sales. And we're talking about, okay, you got to do sales, you got to get the grind, you just got to push through and do your thing. And then he comes up with this ridiculous analogy of making money is like catching butterflies. As soon as you catch one, more appear. And I'm like, dude, how the hell are you that this is the type of discount Buddha shit that you're going to just spout off at work? It was like, the guy's a nice guy, like, great guy. But he just says some of the wackiest shit. Like, this that just is nonsense to me. Like, I'm very analytical minded, and people doing stories like that of, oh, making money is like catching butterflies. Wait a minute, when the hell did I ever say making love is like making enchiladas? What story is this? As otherwise, I've been thrown into a thou shalt not cast the first stone situation. I'm like, wait a minute, when did I make this reference? Did I expand upon how making love is like making enchiladas? What? Crap. Okay, so if it's on the mole review, then it was me trying to be intentionally funny and saying stupid shit for comedy's sake, not because I actually believe the statement. Okay, I feel slightly better knowing that's on the mole review, because I know the type of stupid stuff I was saying for comedic value. Okay, I feel much better now. It still puts me in a kind of ye shall not throw the first stone. Uh, what? Well, I was trying to be funny. I mean, like parody. It doesn't have to be funny. It just has to be an attempt at humor for it to count as parody. But okay, man, I'm gonna have to look up those videos now because I want to see this making love. Okay, while true, I'm like, making love is like making enchiladas. I have a really crappy memory for this type of thing, and now I'm like really intrigued to find out what happened here. um, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the mugging this week. So in Henrietta Crow, are you familiar with the one-legged seagull? Okay. So apparently a ton of other people are familiar with the one-legged seagull in Henrietta. What happened the other day was um, there's this business that is in partnership with my, well, I take that back. It's not in partnership, but they have some people that they reference to us because we handle two different things and we can't, literally cannot do each other's job by law. So um, we do that. So I was in the plaza over there. You'll know where it is. It's the same plaza with Millennium. It's the but if you're like, it's in between Millennium and the Tops. Over there was the section of the parking lot I'm at for the advisors business that's over there. Well, I had bought from that Tops a box of chips, and I don't particularly like the Lay's unflavored, just pure basic potato chips. And so I'm sitting in my car. There's like two or three seagulls around. And I'm like, you know what? It's cold outside. It's snowing. It's blistery. It's miserable. I'm not going to enjoy eating this, so let me feel like a good provider to the wildlife by giving them my potato chips. And so I open up the bag and be like throwing out the potato chips into the parking lot of that particular plaza. There's only 3 seagulls around. They'll eat, they'll fight over the potato chips, but that'll be the end of it. But no, I end up getting frickin' swarmed by at least a good 100+ seagulls. Like, I'm not they murder each other to the death. I'm talking about they fight for the food. They go mine at the thing, and then they eventually all get some food. But I'm like, okay, they'll give them the potato chips, and they'll feed them, and then that will be then them having some food in the lean times. But no, I then get like swarmed by a flock of 150 of the damn things. As I'm like standing next to my car and the wind is blowing too. As all of these seagulls are like flying inches from my face now. And I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with you idiots? And I'm getting accosted by this one-legged seagull as he's like flying in my face, like screaming and hollering at me. And they're all like trying to mug me for more potato chips. And I'm like, what is wrong with you idiots? I was trying to like feed them to feel like, okay, I'm supporting the wildlife and getting rid of some chips that I don't want to eat simultaneously. And instead I come away from this going, man, I want to host an NRA hunting convention in this plaza and wipe out the seagulls from how badly I got accosted by these things. And so that was me getting mugged by the seagulls this week. At work, so that was fun. So I had that. Then the other thing, I asked you for help, Crow. So, Crow's familiar. I have my personal Facebook, which I don't really do anything with, but it's there because I needed to log into my work Facebook. Because the work Facebook has some marketing shit that goes on in that, and that is attached to my job. So I'm logging in the other day, and I'm like, okay, well, no, sorry, I wasn't logging in first. I was trying to publish something because we use a tool that allows us to publish directly to our social media apps, that you press one button and it publishes to everything simultaneously. Whether it be LinkedIn, Facebook, and then it can be plugged into some other apps as well. And I keep getting reject notices from the failure notices from the Facebook. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I log in. My work profile has been suspended. And it's telling me my work profile has been suspended for violations of Facebook's terms of service. And I'm like, not even the terms of service, but for community guidelines. And I'm like frustrated as hell at Facebook because I'm like, this is work stuff. I mean, it's boring as hell what's posted onto my work profile, but it's all legitimate work stuff, and there's not a single logical sense for it to trigger a community guideline strike, because this is all official work marketing material that effectively you would be telling my employer that their ads are unsafe for Facebook. And I'm like, wait a minute. And so I go in here trying to then fight with this automated settings, and come to find out that it's Facebook's AI has apparently come to the conclusion that I'm trying to impersonate myself, and so suspended my work account because it thought my work account was trying to impersonate my private account. And I'm like, Facebook, what in the heck is wrong with you idiots? Like, I have not liked automation, this automated garbage to begin with. Like, I've had recently trouble with the thing. I worked with an individual. We were both admins on the same organizational account, as in we both had admin privileges and both had the same tier of admin privileges as we worked together to publish it. And then later was like, okay, I gotta friend him so that we can then keep in touch with work. And then Facebook has the gall to tell me that I apparently don't know this person, therefore I can't actually send this person a friend request. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? We were the admins on the same account to each other. Of course we know each other, you retards at Facebook. And then this crap, where Facebook is like, oh no, your work account is impersonating your personal account. And I'm like, I am the personal account, you moronic fools. And I would like to say much worse in my response to Zuck. But Zuck can get zucked on that matter. Because I'm like, you have my personal Facebook account, which is the approved moderator and owner of the work account. Therefore, I cannot understand your stupidity of logic with your AI and BS, how then you think my work account, because I am the owner, is impersonating my personal account. I'm like, really, Facebook? Like, this is the type of crap that I have to deal with this week. So I'm either getting mugged by seagulls or fighting with Facebook all week. So, yeah, it's been a joyous time. Your week, Crow, I take it, was much better, though, in watching the movie with the Taylor Swifties. Now, are you a Swiftie, or is this just because you have girlfriend, therefore you must see chick flick? Ugh. And here's where then he retorts, oh, I got bored by what you were talking about and left, huh? So, plus, too, I would like to know what the murderer comment is in reference to. It may remind you, I was trying to do a good deed by feeding the seagulls. They're the ones that rebelled by trying to mug me. Oh, of that note, though, the good news, though, that came out this week is they did announce that Dragon Dogmas 2 is going to be coming out shortly. So, for Crow, who was excited the last time we did it, we shall have a return of Not the Mama and the League of the Pantsless Warriors shall be returning to this channel. So, I'm not doing Dragon's Dogma 2 yet, because I can't afford that, as well as probably don't have the time to make it enjoyable. But in light of the fact that Dragon Dogma 2 is coming out, what I am going to do is go back. I'm just seeing this comparison video. Go back to Dragon Dogma 1 and bring back the League of the Pantsless Adventurers and the Not the Mama, and we'll get to see how that goes going forward now. So I think Crow might enjoy that, hopefully, as we bring Not the Mama back to the channel, since he did enjoy the those videos that we did. Though this time I'm going to murder my pawn if they decide to attack the cart full of dynamite again, because I don't want to put up with that crap. And why do I hear a ringing every time I talk now? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Yep. So we're going to be bringing Dragon's Dogma back to the channel for that reason. So we're going to be doing RPG first half, and since Dragon's Dogma is an RPG, we'll do that the second half. of each of the shows, and I will be looking forward to that. Of note, missed opportunity, honestly. Was there ever a pen and paper? Of this Dark Arisen. Okay, Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, don't care about that. Was there a tabletop RPG, though, of this? And I'm, like, scared to find out that it's going to be like, yep, but only in Japan was it published. Okay. I mean, I already own it, but apparently you can get it for $30, which for $30 it actually was pretty entertaining. But looking at this, I guess at one point it was on sale for like $5. So maybe during a shoot, what do you call it? What does GOG call it? Because a Steam sale probably too. They might have it for $5, which would be an extremely good deal for that. There's no mention of a tabletop, is there? I hate it when they do shit like this. They publish, oh, let me consider doing this. And then, even though this looks like Final Fantasy art, honestly, more so than Dragon's Dogma. It's like, put the link to the damn thing in here, please. But oops. Dark Arisen, but sorry, I got getting. Whoa, jeez. So I nearly knocked over my can of energy juice. Huh. See, there's got to be like a fan supplement for Pete's sake. No, it's not really that detailed, but... better than nothing, but not really enough to actually make it worthwhile. Okay, sorry. But yeah, so next week, going forth, we shall be doing the Dragon's Dogma playthrough for its entertainment value as we go adventure pantsless into the rift to defeat the dragon demon thingy. Yeah. This really isn't much here. What else was I gonna do? I think that's pretty much it. So we've got Dragon's Dogma. We missed the RPGs. Crow missed my rant about fumes. So, sorry that you don't get to partake in that mess, as we discovered. Ye olden fumes. Hey, I was doing plenty earlier. I was playing an RPG where I failed so bad I ended up getting killed by an arrow to the knee. So, it's just I only have like enough energy for like 1 hour of content really, and then it fizzles out after that point. So but hey, compared to some YouTubers, I'm a gold mine of entertainment in comparison to some of the crap. Oh, you say that because, like, when you think I'm referring to fumes, what do you think I'm referring to? Because he missed out. I have a feeling. Though that, though because of the context of what we found out about fumes. Yeah, I'm not talking about gas fumes, though. I'm talking about ye olden fumes, which is an entirely different thing altogether. It was something done in the Middle Ages, these fumes. This will be my joy playing around with him, talking about these fumes, bugging him about it. As he's like, oh, there's no interesting thing that can be done with this. And stop being boring talking about these fumes. As we know what the fumes I am referring to is about. So. The thing is, I'm not the one doing the presentation of fumes. I had to learn about what fumes in ye olden context was, and it was absolutely disgusting. So, while waiting for him to type up his reply. Oh, if I had the free time to go to the gym, yeah. Oh, I need to start getting some free time though set aside for the gym, but it's hard, man. I work like 70 hours a week. Like this week when I calculated out 71 hours in total. And it's just, by the end of it, I'm like just dead tired. The found out there's actually only a small handful of jobs that actually have legal limits on how many hours you can work. One is truck drivers, and I think the other was not even nurses, for Pete's sake. And it capped out at like 80 hours per week, and I'm like, I'm working 70 and I'm miserable, for Pete's sake. I could not imagine you then only saying, oh yeah, you can be forced to work up to 80 hours per week. It's only after 80 hours that we then have to have your permission to start working longer than that. I'm like, wow. Oh, be still, my unhealthy heart, apparently. Oh, the pain thou hast cost me, when thine discusseth mine. Now I'm blanking on my olden English. Oh. Where was I going with this? I was about to respond. No. Great. This is going to drive me nuts when he then decides to rope me into his walkthroughs, then, as he's the one on the treadmill and I'm the one going to get all of the fat joke abuse. Ugh. This is hilarious, but on the flip side, I'll give a little bit extra. I'm gonna be as I said, I'm gonna do Dragon's Dogma, but I did have this set aside though, because he's been bugging me to play Metal Gear, and so this is my compromise. Wow. This is the problem. He's my only friend and knows it, so I can't tell him to go screw himself.
Once upon a time, a Soviet war helicopter entered Allied territory. The aircraft was intercepted and shot down. As the pilot emerged from the wreckage, he was arrested by the same bastards who shot him down, then later was brought to a military base for interrogation. That pilot was me.
Name?
My name is Fox. Jesse Fox.
You don't seem to be Russian.
Russian? Me?
You were piloting a Russian aircraft 2 hours ago.
I also drive a Toyota, and I'm not Japanese.
All right, Mr. Fox. Before arresting you, I'm obligated to write down a report with your version of the facts. So tell us what the hell you were doing in that heavily armed Soviet helicopter.
It's a long story.
Sergeant, bring us some coffee.
Yes, sir. Wakowski, bring the lieutenant some coffee.
He's wearing Master Sergeant stripes.
Well, Mr. Fox, we have plenty of time. Explain what happened.
In 1972, a crack commando unit threw me in a prison for a crime I didn't commit.
You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit.
I promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the underground, trying to survive from these soldiers of fortune.
Insert the reference to the A-Team. Hang on.
Let's start from the beginning. How did you escape from that cell?
So, since
I just had to write a note.
A note? Where'd you get the paper from?
I used toilet paper.
I see. And how did you find a pen?
A pen? I was in a dirty, grimy cell, not in an office. I wrote the note with a rusty wire, using my own blood as ink.
ugh. Oops. Oops. So this was my compromise to try to
I scratched my arm with the wire and got to work.
play this
Wasn't easy.
Metal Gear
The toilet paper tore
parody.
under the pressure of the bloody wire. Those bastards gave us cheap paper. One ply, unscented, and unpatterned.
Hey,
Why did you
COVID,
break the
that made you a
toilet? Why
millionaire.
not grab the paper like a normal person?
You know how prison is. It's kill or be killed. And I wasn't going to be killed by some dirty toilet.
Hey, you moron! Holy Jesus. You schmuck. Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to kill myself? Kill myself? Ah.
I left the guard locked in the cell. Then I threw away the key and got out of there.
Mr. Fox, what about the noose? Where did you get that from?
Where did I get the noose? Are you seriously asking me that?
I am, Mr. Fox.
I'll tell you later.
Probably got it from Jesse Smollett. Ah.
When leaving the cell, I found myself in a prison yard surrounded by some buildings. There were piles of boxes and other stuff here and there. And the ground was plain dirt. Oh, and it was night.
Stop it!
That box contained some filthy cloth scraps. I made some handy bandages to prepare for when I would get wounded. Bad news, dirty cloth rags don't heal you. They just stop the bleeding, and I ain't got time to bleed. Good
That's
news,
Chuck
I could
Norris,
reuse these
but-
rags as much as I wanted. Good dirty cloth is hard to come by.
Stop it!
Can this not break then?
asleep at night, that it was safe to escape. I was dead wrong. I noticed the presence of...
Well, Crow, you get to choose. Is it 1 or 2 we are in the presence of? As my... And I'll even let you choose, since this compromise was so horrific to you. Oh. We'll go back and forth just for eternity until he chooses which one. Oh, do you want 1 or 2? As we continue on, as he ponders the eternal question, 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Don't worry, I don't know either, so...
One guard on the night shift.
Is there a kick option? Punch B, shoot right trigger, roll. Okay, so it is just... Okay. Well, the thing is...
I heard something.
Oh. Like, the thing is, though, like, I didn't know, like, what the question was. It just said, I saw, and then it gave me the choice 1 or 2. So, it's like, Man, he's got...
Bless you. I was injured and losing blood. I had to heal that wound before I bled to death.
Like, why would you do that?
Why did you keep punching those crates? What did you expect to happen?
Nothing in particular.
Then why this gratuitous violence?
I don't know. I suppose I got lost in the moment. You know, for being imprisoned for a crime I didn't commit.
I need to pee.
Yay.
Stop it!
Use the toilet to save the game? Well, Crow, is this the most unique toilet, the most unique, game save mechanic you've seen? I'm thinking, like, back in the olden days, there was in Resident Evil the typewriter. Thinking the Final Fantasy series, there was, like, specific save points you would do it at. in one of my favorite games, even though I will fully admit it's bad, Metal Saga. You had like the save station you went to. And I think other save mechanics that used to be in place. And now I'm like, oh, we could save by going to the toilet.
Hey, over here.
Hello? You talking to me?
Affirmative. My name is Colonel Alan Harris, 5th Battalion.
I'm Jesse Fox.
Rank?
I'm not military, Colonel.
Then tell me, Fox, what the hell are you doing
Well, I only
here?
buy books on Humble
been
Bundle.
jailed for a
This was
crime
not
I didn't
bought on
commit.
Humble.
Do you know how to get out of here?
Try to escape through any sewer. There must be one nearby, 'cause it stinks when it's hot. Once outside, move along at nighttime and sleep during the day.
What about you, Colonel?
I've been tortured. My legs won't make it. But if you bring me a radio, I can help you escape.
Hold on. Harris, are you sure you heard him say Alan Harris?
Yes, sir. Saw him yesterday.
Look, Mr. Fox, Colonel Harris died a month ago in an ambush.
Well, it's the name that stubborn old man gave me.
I see. I'll write down on the report that you talked to Colonel Harris after his death. Continue your story.
Well,
As I was saying,
didn't
I searched for a radio to bring him.
shit? Who was the one that died in Metal Gear?
Under some crates, I found my salvation. A sewer hole. There was no ladder, and I couldn't see the bottom. I needed to find a ladder or rope if I wanted to go down. I took a coin off the guard.
Money? What'd you intend to spend it on? I suspect there's no shops open for an escapee on a midnight run.
Colonel
Who said
guy.
anything about spending? I used it to distract soldiers. I quickly found out that guards love picking up free coins off the ground.
The
Hey, a coin.
I picked up the guard's radio. Without encryption, I knew other guards could listen in on my
well, no, didn't he like
conversations with
fake his
Harris.
death or something?
I see. You still haven't told me how you got that noose.
I'll tell you later. As I was saying, I needed to find a special encryption circuit to install in the radio.
No, I don't think it was anything like that. Oh, now they tell me how to get rid of the bodies. No, I thought it was like somebody faked their death as part of the major plot. But I'm now like trying to remember what specifically they faked their death for. What the hell was the reasoning behind it?
Hey, a coin. a coin.
Maybe that was it I'm thinking of.
You stole a one-eyed man's patch?
A one-eyed man that would shoot me without hesitation.
Because it was his job. What you did was macabre and suggest you might have a fetish.
Holy Jesus.
Well, that patch turned out to be handy to create a lethal weapon.
I don't know the reference. Is that the meets a George W. Bushka thing, or is that something else?
Hey, buddy. I have no paper. Can you bring me some?
Here you are.
Thanks, man. You saved my ass, literally.
I've been there before, many a time.
You broke down the door and attacked a guard while he was on the toilet?
I mean, isn't this what
Yes.
Snake would
I
do?
beat the shit out of him.
Is that a joke?
No, I literally beat the shit out of him. That toilet paper wasn't unscented anymore.
Let's move on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you save by going to the toilet in this game. Curious why I've got so many plutonium bottles in this thing.
I ran into a guard as I went in.
I'm hoping this means he snoozing.
Luckily, the guy was sleeping. That bastard was going to have a rude awakening.
Hey, a coin.
Come on, that was easily. He should. This is almost as bad as the game. I'm like, come on, that was easily should have been an XP point for defeating him with that. That was bogus.
With those first aid kits, I could disinfect and heal my wounds. Good news, those kits stopped any bleeding and also healed my wounds over time. Bad news, once you used them, they were gone.
Hey, a coin. I heard something.
Probably need to use the kit. So, yeah.
Hey, bro, help me. Get me out of this hole.
If you're in a cell, it's because you committed a crime. And I don't free criminals.
But you're a prisoner too.
I've been imprisoned for a crime I didn't commit.
Fuck you. Hey, friend, I'm also innocent.
That's what they all say.
Please, they keep the key in that box.
Oh, I'm actually have been not even doing the whole thing. Okay, there we go.
Hold on, I'm opening it.
Thanks, dude.
What a pity. The key broke.
You bastard!
Hasta la vista.
Oof. That's low. Would Snake ever do such a horrible thing, Crow?
The soldier says to his captain, "Sir, I need to request leave for this weekend." "Why do you need it, Private?" "I'm gonna have a baby, sir." "Congratulations, request granted."
Oh.
Next week, the captain asks him, "Private, was it a boy or a girl?" And the soldier replies, "I don't know, sir. I'll find out in 9 months." "What's in your closet, Private?" "It's water, sir." "Don't lie to me. This is wine."
I reached a special place where I found something.
What, Mr. Fox?
It was... what was it? Damn, I can't remember.
"What's in your closet, Private?" "It's water, sir." "Don't lie to me. This is wine." Praise the Lord. Hey, a coin. You're not going to pick it up, right? "Yeah, why not?" "Come on, Mike. It's the oldest trick ever. As soon as you crouch down, smack." "Smack what?" "The owner will show up and kick your ass." The Sarge says to the soldier, "Someone sent you a blank letter." The soldier says, "It's from my wife, Sergeant." "How do you know that, soldier?" "Because we argued and we don't talk to each other." The soldier says to his captain, "Escaping prisoner."
Ah. Crap. I better find some decent loot in here. That man sucked. Oh, wait, what? I have on God mode? Wait a minute. Did I miss something? So I'm in a full circle. Supposed to be some sort of encryption thing I was supposed to have found? Oh, no. I know. I have the rope now, so I can use the rope to access the sewer, is what I'm supposed to do.
I got ready to use the rope to go down, but I couldn't find anywhere to tie it. I needed a hook or something
Ah,
to anchor
come
it
on.
to the edge of the hole. Oh, yeah, now I remember. It was that damn grenade guy.
Wait, what?
I wanted to punch the hell out of him, but I couldn't reach him.
Why couldn't you reach him?
There was a ditch.
A simple ditch stopped you?
This was no mere simple ditch. It was full of tentacles
Wait, what?
and blood-stained spears that moved up and down, and bony arms that tried to grab me, and deadly lays.
Okay, Mr. Fox. I get it. You couldn't reach him.
Uh-huh.
For your own good, I'll not include the spears, arms, and tentacles in my report. Now, Mr. Fox, please continue your story.
All right. The fight began as he tossed the first grenade at me.
No! Fox! 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 Did I get the inclination right of how they would shout the snake's death? Or I'll pull it up instead. Oops. Need to unmute first, but... Where's the death sound? No, there's like the death... Oh, this is what I'm looking for.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Yeah, that feels about right for the circumstance that I just got mixed up in the middle of. Alrighty then. Well, that's as good as a place as any to stop for the week, since Crow probably has stopped paying attention at this point. And I died stupidly to the frickin' grenade dude. So, in the meantime then, I hope you are doing well and enjoyed this week, and I will see you next week, where we shall do another RPG, and then bring on the pantsless dudes. as Crow has been wanting to see that chicanery all over again. And then maybe we can figure out the question to that internal mystery. How is making love like making enchiladas? Okay. In the meantime, I'll see y'all later. Sorry for driving you or boring you, Crow, on our compromise. Didn't quite work out the way you wanted it to, but otherwise, I'll see you again later. And see you next week. Adios, muchachos.